Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you with part 2 of my Total Divas Diva review. I posted up episode 5 earlier this morning, and then I watched Divas Las Vegas. That's episode 6, and I'm making that video now. Now I'll be all caught up on all of my Total Divas action. I was a week behind, 2 weeks in a row. I apologize about that. But honestly, I thought that this was the best episode to date. I think by far this whole episode from beginning to end kept me very, very entertained. I give my applause to the writing staff and the creative staff. This was a very, very good episode that was based around Natalia's bachelorette party and a huge party in Las Vegas. With me and my friends, I've honestly thought for a long, long time that we should all get together in Las Vegas, and there'd be one hell of a Monday Night Raw to go to, as well as the videos that would go along with it. My friends being Miguel and Ravi and Luke, all of us all meeting up somehow there. Most of us live pretty close to Las Vegas. It would be an easy sort of meeting place. Ravi would sort of be screwed there. With us all living so close to it, it wouldn't be like we'd have to go way out of our way to get there. But that's another day and another dollar. When I was in Sacramento, when I was in Los Angeles, I had times when I was being filmed for Total Divas. All those times that you're being filmed, you have to sign a waiver for them to use your face, your likeness, your voice, everything. Basically, you're just signing over that portion of your life to them, and they're able to put it on the TV show if they want to. I'm not saying that I'm going to be on there. Honestly, they filmed probably 24 hours a day when they were there for SummerSlam, and that's going to be one hell of an episode if they have a storyline. More than likely, that's going to be based around their matches at SummerSlam Access and on SummerSlam about who probably is the better wrestler. They go through on this show and they show us how fake it is with them planning moves and showing what they're going to do to each other, but yet when they're doing the show, they base storylines around the matches and if they're really winning the matches. So it's kind of dumb in the same place. They're killing the business. But I don't know. When I was in LA and I was at the WWE hotel, I watched Eva Marie get filmed walk into a hotel elevator 3 times. Not like 3 times over the period of a day. 3 times in a row, they filmed 5 seconds of her life over and over and over again, as if she did something wrong in this reality show in order to do it. And I noticed that when they were filming some scenes, I should say actors, but they might as well be actors, but the girls were honestly just standing right out of camera shot like they were filming a backstage Monday Night Raw segment, and walking into camera scene like it's basically on a script. I'm sure a good portion of this show is scripted, maybe a little bit of it is reality, but I have no clue. It is going to be really cool to see if I do make the show somewhere in the way. And every time we're watching the show, my wife is on there, and she thinks that the episode's going to air. She always gives me this, like, all right, calm down. Don't be screaming if you're on TV. And I'm like, it's months down the road. But I don't know. So basically, I think the show is faker than fake. I can tell you just by watching Eva Marie walk into that hotel elevator 3 times in a row that I don't know what they were trying to film for, if they were trying to win some Oscar or an Emmy. But I don't know how that shot's going to make the show any better. But then there was another time, I didn't mention this in my SummerSlam thing, when I was just sort of standing around and like I was saying, like you're waiting to ask at the perfect time to get an autograph or ask for a picture. You don't want to interrupt their conversation. But both of these girls had a lot of family in town, and they were all doing things. And it seems like when they were filming the shows, they didn't even know what was going on, because at one point I saw Eva Marie walk up to JoJo, and they were standing less than a foot away from me, and I didn't feel like I was really interrupting them, and I didn't ask them for a picture and autograph because I had met them the Monday before, and I wasn't really just collecting pictures of Total Divas. They had a conversation in front of me, and this is when Eva Marie was telling JoJo that they had to shoot at 8:30 that night. And this apparently was news to JoJo. She had no clue. She sort of went on a little rant about, how nobody told her what they were doing. She had a lot of family in town, and that she wanted to go hang out with them, and that she was going to have to blow off her family in order to film this show. Honestly, if they're her family, I'm going to guess that they're going to understand that this is the one thing that's probably making her famous. She hasn't really blown anybody around in the ring yet. We haven't even seen this girl wrestle. On the TV show, she's barely frequently used. If anybody was to get released and replaced on this show, it honestly would probably be her. And so I don't think they would kill them in order for her to go film her show for a little bit. Then Eva Marie had her douchebag boyfriend from, I believe, episode 1. No, he was episode 2, because that was when they were doing the Fandango crap, and that's when he proposed. He was hanging around. He walked around the hotel lobby a lot without her. I honestly felt like the way he was walking around was that he was honestly hoping and praying that somebody was going to ask to talk to him. I never once saw anybody talk to this douchebag, ask him for an autograph, ask him for a picture or anything. But it just seemed like the way he held himself as he was walking around, he seemed like an ultimate douchebag. Now, back to the real episode. I apologize about all that behind the scenes crap. But Divas Las Vegas, man, this show had so much stuff. I don't even know really honestly where to start with this. The subplot of the whole thing was JoJo falling in love with Justin Gabriel. For a little bit, Justin Gabriel falling in love with JoJo. Him being caught up on a second date with another girl as JoJo and Eva Marie were walking around the casino. They stumbled upon him being there. Stupid Justin Gabriel for letting Total Divas film him on this date, trying to think that he was going to be sly. Stupid thing that goes along with the show. But sometimes you have to base it around for it. That was the one thought that came into my mind, was like, how did Justin Gabriel not think he was going to get caught if he's letting WWE film him on this date with this other girl? But it honestly seemed like JoJo and Justin Gabriel did have some chemistry. We'll have to see if they build off that or if they end this from here on out. Justin Gabriel seemed that he had some second thoughts about what was going down. The ultimate comedy of the whole show is when Nikki and John Cena were going into a boutique trying to buy a bag as a bachelorette gift to give Natalya for her party. Somehow it came up that Natalya and Tyson Kidd, these are the only sort of people that they've ever been with, is each other. And, John was trying to make it seem like, it was no big of an idea, turning it into a joke about how many people that Nikki has been with in her life. And basically, I don't know. It was pretty funny the way that you could tell that Nikki was getting ultimately embarrassed that John cared but didn't care at the same time about how many people that she'd been with. One of the things that I don't think was supposed to be a huge storyline on the show was from the Funkadactyls. Naomi's boyfriend Vincent from Despicable Me, the bald sort of fat guy who doesn't really fit on in this show, and you can really tell that they might be in love, they might like each other, but I'm hoping that this show follows their relationship a little bit more closely, because you can tell by watching it that this is going to end bad. It's one of those relationships that's not going to go down, just like, hey, I think we should see other people. There's going to be fireworks here, and we'll have to see how that pays off. I think that was probably one of the best things with him, is he's getting drunk and ranting around. He didn't even get invited to go on this trip. He just sort of showed up. Naomi went along with it, but she didn't really... she wasn't really thrilled that he was there. I like the way that Cameron's relationship is with... oh, fuck, I think I just screwed him up again. Because Naomi's the bigger one that's with the Uso, and Cameron is the one. I'm never going to get them right. I apologize, Funkadactyls. What I was thinking about when I was watching that show was that, the way that they were storming around the Las Vegas hotel getting an argument about how embarrassed they were, that, they've been in WWE, I think, for 2 WrestleManias and 2 SummerSlams, and, Rhino basically got fired for not much more than what was going on between their little... personal disagreement as they were fighting, getting him back to the hotel room because he was drunk for WrestleMania when he got in a fight with his wife / ex-wife. It's just a surprise to me that if this was to happen at WrestleMania weekend or SummerSlam weekend, more than likely one of the Funkadactyls would be getting that letter in the mail wishing them better in their future endeavors. Let's see, Naomi and Brie finding each other's vibrators. That was pretty funny. The storyline continues between Natalya and her ex-wrestling coach with Tyson Kidd. It seems like this is spiraling out of control. We know that they get married. The only thing that really could pay off this is Tyson Kidd having some sort of porn star lover on the side during this whole thing, because right now they're painting him out to be some sort of an angel not knowing what is going on, and Natalya, who's supposed to be the girl who everybody loves on the show, has this ultimate, like, she's playing innocent, but she's on the borderline of having a cheating fiasco on her hand. One Funkadactyl was heavily used, the other Funkadactyl wasn't there. Brie got drunk, didn't seem to matter. Daniel Bryan doesn't like being drunk. She was really scared that he was going to be ferociously mad at her. I don't see him as the kind of guy that was going to be really, pissed. Even Marie seemed like she was very jealous of JoJo getting it on with Justin Gabriel. Seemed like she was always putting her down, saying that she was in rebound mode and she didn't need to be moving into a new relationship. But all the time, she's throwing it around like crazy, saying that she wants to get with John Cena, saying that she wants to get with Roman Reigns at the Shield, and all sorts of stuff. She's a slut. Yeah, whatever. Chris Jericho made an appearance on the show. That was pretty cool to see him, especially since we haven't seen him in a little while on WWE real television. He sort of was Justin Gabriel's wingman. That should be just about everything, and I wish that I could be more energetic and outgoing about this show, but if you didn't watch it, ultimately watch it. I honestly thought that of the 6 episodes, this was the best episode by far. Episode 1 was good, Episode 2 was good, but Episode 6 kicked all the other ones' asses. I really wish that it was sort of like a 2-parter, maybe like a little mini movie series, maybe if they gave him an extra half hour, but I don't know. I will ultimately always enjoy watching this show. It seemed like last week's Feuding Funkadactyls episode, except for the girls fighting, was pretty boring. It wasn't like I was going to give up on the show, but I was glad that I sticked it out for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Total Divas mini marathon that I ran today. Also check out my video, the stuff I got signed from SummerSlam that I put up last night. And everybody have a good it's Labor Day. Everybody have a good Labor Day, and we'll kick some ass later. Peace out.